Hi, my beautiful brothers and sisters. This is part 2 of Genesis Kingdom, preserving your soul. In some of my notes that I had made in a file that I have on my phone, I needed to backtrack a little because I got revelation, and I also wanted to share this revelation with you. Remember how I told you, and when you read a Bible verse, if you actually were to look for even one word that is in there, for example, I'm put bishop. Bishop, I thought it means pastor. It means that. No, it doesn't. So let me read. And I read it, but I didn't go over what that word meant, which was bishop. So it takes me back to 1Peter2, 21 to 25. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. It says, who did not sin, but neither was guile found in his mouth. Who, when he was rivaled, he rivaled not back, right? Again, when he suffered, he threatened not. He committed himself, and he judges righteously. Who is his own that bare his own sin, his own body on the tree, that we are being dead to sins, that we live unto righteousness, by whose stripes we were healed. For ye are the sheep that's going astray, but now return unto the shepherd, the bishop. And it says it just like that, the bishop of our soul. So I was like, what does bishop mean? And this, you could go back, is 1 Peter 2, 21 to 25. And I said, the bishop of our souls. So I was like, well, pastor that's there, This is what it says. The Reformed Bible studies of devotionals, right? Christ incarnated in God himself. He is holy, loving bishop of our souls. He's intensely concerned for his own, and he looks after to preserve our souls. This is him going to help you to bring you back into your souls that we had lost. That's what a bishop, he's a bishop of your soul, for the ones that were lost souls out there, to bring you back to him, right? Hebrew 10, 38 and 39. Now it says, he shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall not have pleasure in him. That means you lose that. You lose that because you're sinning. You're going out there after the things in the world, and he tells you, I will pull back. You lose that. Why would you want to be separated from the Creator? No sin in this world is going to be there for you. Nobody in this world. Sin is there for you to sin and lose your soul. But nobody in this world, it really cares. And the fact that he sends his children to go in there and go after you and bring you back home, not just his children, but this world, there's something behind it that should be telling us something. Why does this person care so much? Because this person knows exactly what the world is really like out there. My sobriety opened my eyes to my heavenly gifts and able to tell who those people really are, who we were really around. We were with the God of the dead, not the God of the living, because we were dead to sin. Hebrews 10, 38 and 39. Now that just you live by faith, but if a man draw back, my soul shall not be no pleasure in him. That we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but to them that believe it in saving the soul. 1 Peter. I read this, so I'm just going real quick, a recap with them. 1 Peter 1:22, seeing that you purify your souls in obeying the truth, but from the Spirit unto unfeigned love. Brethren, see that you love one another with pure and heart fervently. 1 Peter 2:11, dearly beloved, I beseech you, as strangers and pilgrims, right? Abstain from fleshly lust and war against the soul, that it is multi-phase concept, which includes. So I was all like, what does it mean? Pilgrims, right? And it says, pilgrims, a journey experiencing an exile, a pilgrim, a sojourn, a quest for a homeland. This pilgrim was sent in there. It says, dearly beloved, I beseech you as a stranger. That means me. I'm going to put myself in that situation. So you see me as a stranger. You see me as somebody that is not from this world. But what is that person's mission? Is to bring you back. The quest is to bring you back to your homeland. That is in your homeland. That is yours. That is your children's. That is your children's children. It's in the Bible, brothers and sisters. One word makes a huge difference in there, what the Bible really says. That's the enigma and the analogy of the Bible, that they said it is impossible for them to figure it out, you know? Now it says, 1 Peter 2:11 rebuke. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from the fleshly lust which war against you as the soul. So it is a multifaceted concept, which includes ideas of journey, experiencing exile, leaving the pilgrims or a sojourn, the quest for a homeland. A pilgrim is a traveler, literally one who comes from afar, who is journey to a holy place. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that beautiful? Like I was all like, wow, and that's just one word that made it all difference. It's one person that cares. Be that one person. The enemy is on a mission. He sends infiltrators in there. Ungodly wants to cause you to stumble. And then you got one person that is bringing you into your inheritance, into your homeland, that you and your children, this world deserves to be with the God of the living, not the God of the dead. And you're jealous. Why are you jealous? There's nothing to be jealous of. She's telling you, hey, you deserve much better than living with the God of the dead. That's a dictator of this world. Come on. And then we look down to that person. We talk down to that person. And this is me just looking up what that one word man, pilgrim. You know, one. You know, and it's all in there, my beautiful brothers and sisters. You know, and just to go in there, a person who journeys, especially a long distance, to come to a scared place in the acts of religious devotion, pilgrims to the Holy Land, to bring into the promised land. It says pilgrim is used to describe an individual's journey in life, sometimes journey, and do it. When you look it up, pilgrim Bible meaning, and that is in there. It's in that Bible verse. 1 Peter 2:11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lust, which is against the soul. You know? And then it tells you again, and this is so sad because you hear her plea over and over again. Right? 1 Peter 2:11. Let's go back to 1 Peter 2:11. Oh, that's what's his name. Dear beloved, I beseech you as the strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, where war against the soul. Now it brings me to 1 Peter 2:14. Or unto governors, as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of the evildoers, for the praise of them that do well. Over and over, over and over. It says, for it is the will of God and the will of the doing that you may be put to silence from ignorance and foolish men, as free men. Why does it say that? Come on. Because they made themselves God and pushed the creator, that is Mother God. Yes, there is a king that he's also getting healed. My king is healed by his stripes, by her stripes. So he is healed, right? By the maker, because everything was for her purpose, you know? So 1 Peter 2:15, for it is so the will of God, but with the will of doing that you may be put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, as free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, but as a servant of God. Honor, and then it goes back to them. It was actually 16. And then back then, do you see? Let me just tell you, this is what it means, right? You see 1 Peter 2:15. What does it say? For so it is the will of God, that with the will of doing, that you may be put to silence the ignorance of foolish men, right? Then it says, as free and not using your liberty as a cloak for maliciousness, but as unto the servant of God. Now, after that is the creature talking. And let me tell you what the preacher says. You see where God is telling you, hey, you don't not do that. Don't lose that. Don't be ignorant. And then this is a creature talking. This is 1 Peter 2. Honor, all men, love thy brotherhood, fear God, and honor the king. You see? Man, 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 me. Do you see when God is saying, don't do that, don't be foolish? And then the creature comes in there and creeps in there and says, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do this. Do you understand what I'm saying? No more. Let him that still no more. Yeah. So then now, brothers and sisters, 1 Peter 1:9. And this is the victory. As I would say, do that dance, Mary. It's the victory dance because it's a victory because of our Maker. It is already done. Right now, the only thing she is doing is dividing the sea, which side you're going to be on. And the devil's going to fight and his minions are going to fight for your soul, but you also got to put in a fight. If this doesn't open up your eyes, I don't know what does. To me, I don't care. I don't act ignorant. I don't get ignorant, but I'm also, very firm, and I'm not a weak person, that I'm going to continue showing up. I'm going to be the bishop of your soul and continue a pilgrim in a sojourn land that has come and only asked to come back to the Creator, the 10 Commandments, and stop listening to the beast system. That man, it ain't man, Now 1 Peter 1:9, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your soul. You get it? That's the victory of all this, the victory that our Maker gives us. You get it? Did that help you, with the preserving of soul and how, it speaks to us over and over again, This is like video too. So I'm going to post that in there as well. And anything that you look up, and you got to use your discernment with what you're using on there. But you could do bishop, Bible meaning, bishop this, bishop. You know what I'm saying? Bible meaning, everything. She gave me amazing revelation that I'm going to actually get my notes ready. I'm going to go and get something to eat real quick. Just amazing, and how marvelous and great the Holy Spirit is in guidance. But hopefully this was able to help you. I'm going to go walk around real quick and pray, swing that sword, and go from there. But just know that the love of the Lord is with you. She loves you. Her children, bringing them home and asking how many people want to be part of this, and I thought that was a very important Bible verse. Well, I was hoping I would find it, but it was actually the one that talked about Noah's, about how Noah only had 8 souls in there, and know that this is what's going on right now. Yeah, it is. I'm going to share that with you real quick. 1 Peter 3, and it's 9 to 22. You could go back and look. This is by which also he went and he preached unto the spirits in prison. This is the spirits is what you're in prison. This world is what is in prison, brothers and sisters, and it's in there. And it says it just like that, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, when sometimes we were disobedient, when once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein a few, that is 8 souls, that he was able to save by the water baptismal. You can't beat it. And I'm going to put that at the very end to add it for the notes. Yeah. So just know that I love you with the love of the Lord. My mother loves you, the Maker. Hold on. I was all in a hurry here putting books away. But the one I have for tomorrow, amazing revelation. I was like, I wanted to share something with you, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I bind you and rebuke you back to the pits of hell with your sorceries. But just know that's what you do. You send them back with their sorceries back to the pit of hell. But hopefully that was able to help you. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to do one in Iran, meaning, and have Bible verses to back it up. You have an amazing night. Shalom, shalom.